Why
So I
is
mean, we can
he
keep.
out of state?
Oh, it's just like the place we're staying at doesn't allow pets
Oh, that's a
while we're
bit.
college students. Yeah,
That should be like illegal, no? To like not allow bunnies.
true, but landlords are landlords. They don't want pets in here. I would have got a dog too. I love animals.
I mean, bunnies are way better than dogs.
Oh,
Like 100 times better. But
you seem to be an avid advocate for bunnies.
yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. All right. So, which game are we looking at? What champ
We're
is this?
looking at an
Hecarim. Okay.
Olaf game,
Oh, you sure?
Hecarim game versus Olaf. Yeah,
Okay.
this was a while back.
Okay. How long ago?
25 days ago, according to the VOD.
What do you remember from the game?
I just remember I made like two mistakes early that I ran it down on, or I knew where he was, but I still went for the play. Or like I'd recognize where a play was bad, but I still go for like the 1% chance that it turns out in my favor. It's just really
Mm-hmm.
bad. Like I
Yeah.
track him right, and then we run it down.
Is it this game?
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
I mean,
Andy wants me to tell you that you need to get home in time for Clash games.
oh, true.
So just letting you know. I like the Conquer this game. They have Malphite, they have Galio, so Tenacity is really, really good. And
Mhm.
the Conquer, of course, versus their champs is probably one of the best Conquer games I've seen. So that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Hecarim is still a really good champ, so you should continue to play him. I see you haven't played him in 8 days. Why is that?
Oh, I took a break because I was spamming too much. I was like, well, I'm not getting better just by
Okay.
spamming games 12
Yeah.
hours a day.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was just like you took a break or just Hecarim break, but yeah.
No, I took a break.
Yeah, because you should still play Hecarim. He is for sure
Yeah.
a good champion. So we're against Olaf, so of course level 1 should be questioned whether we can get invaded or not. In general,
Hmm.
Hecarim is very weak level 1 unless you can stack up your Q safely.
Hmm.
If you can get your Q stacked up, you are not that weak, especially if you have Conquer.
I agree.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, their level one's pretty legit. Olaf can just run down anyone.
Yeah, but I
I
think
mean,
they can't one-shot you guys that fast, so
mhm.
if you don't get ignited and one-shotted, I think you can actually play the game. But yeah, I think it's pretty disastrous if he gets to split the map here, because I don't want to puff up to top if I'm you. I don't care about this top matchup. Mid, I mean, actually, I don't care about mid matchup either. Bot matchup is for sure what I care about, but
Yeah.
this game looks really chill. What I want in this game is that I want to make sure this guy gets to scale,
Hmm.
and that this guy doesn't get to perma dive side lanes. So if you can like gank the Galio once to like make him use his flash and stuff, that would be really good, because then he can't just flash on Seraphine, or he can't just TP and flash on somebody in side lane.
Hmm.
So that would be one of my goals. Another goal would of course be to prevent Olaf from chasing me level 1. And I want to make sure these guys don't just get hard fucked.
Hmm. Yeah, I felt like we outskilled really easily. I just needed to be there to match any tempo plays Olaf would go for.
Yeah. We will have Prio in top lane, so if you want top crab, then that's probably where you'll have to be, because I don't think you will have bot Prio if enemy bot is human. So puffing down to bot is very risky because, well, let's see where you start first. So yeah, puffing down to bot is really risky because one, you are very unlikely to get bot crab, unless you get the gank off before you go crab. Top crab should be yours because Malphite will never ever have prio, no matter what matchup he's playing. Malphite should not have prio. The champion is just so worthless level 1 and level 2. So you'll have
Well, I
prio
felt
top.
like I was going for this kind of approach. Like I full clear down and then I just sprint to top crab.
Yeah, but if
And
you
then
have
on the
that,
next clear, I could be bot lane
yeah, but
when I
what I
clear
want
down.
you is full clear to top and on next clear be
Hmm.
bot.
Mm.
Because by doing that, you one, avoid split map scenario. Because by starting topside now, if they invade, the map is just split and you have to accept it. and that really
Yeah.
sucks.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you start bot side now and they invade, you can at least contest it. And one thing you can do with the ward that you have here is that if they invade, you can drop your red, take raptors, get level 2, and then contest them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can actually finish raptors before they finish your red.
Yeah.
So I think it's really contestable and really fightable bot side here. So I would much rather have you start bot side, so you can puff up to top to secure top crab, and then be on bot lane on your second clear instead. This way,
Okay.
you one, avoid fighting Olaf, because Olaf will not be there to counter gank that.
Mhm.
2, you're gonna secure a crab unless he's puffing up to top and maybe he will fight you for it. In which case Cho'Gath is able to move, but worst case you can go bot crab anyways, if you see Olaf coming. But I think it's the most consistent way. So yeah. Olaf should solo start, because getting leash from Malphite is useless, and he shouldn't want his bot lane to leash, but so far it looks like he's getting leash top. Yeah, what you're doing now is good. So it looks like he's getting leash from top. That's really bad by him, because this game becomes a lot harder for you if you have no clue where he's starting. And Olaf should only get leash if it actually will really help him with Declare. In this case, it probably honestly slows him down, because Malphite probably did like 300 damage to the buff. This is not going to help Olaf at all. So now you know where he started. And that's the thing, we could kind of expect him to start topside, right, and puff down to his bot lane. So the issue I have now is that when you get to this point where you're going to be bot side, there is a chance you will meet Olaf in bot side, and we shouldn't be able to win that fight, no?
Yeah, I just wanted to be there to keep them safe. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but that's not what you're doing, though. You're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
have to go to top crab.
Yeah, that's right.
You covering your bot lane for 5 seconds doesn't mean that they're safe. What you
Yeah,
want is to be able to cover them for a long time. You want to have a side to end up staying on. If you're going bot side and then you're running back up to top, you're not keeping them safe.
Okay, makes
Right?
sense.
Like, if you're playing Rek'Sai here, yeah, you're keeping them safe, because if you're Rek'Sai, you wouldn't do wolves, you wouldn't do these raptors, you'd be on red right now and then ganking bot. But as a full clear jungler, you might as well now just start bot side and full clear up to top and then start covering them on your second clear.
Yeah.
Unless you can get bot crab, of course. If you can get bot crab, this is fine, but you should never be able to get bot crab. So, your bot lane is Faker. GG.
Yeah, they just solo killed them, so
it worked out. But even though they solo kill them, they are probably going to end up basing now, so you're going to be 1v1ing Olaf at crab. Like, now your Vayne is going to push out on recall most likely. One thing with Hecarim that's like pretty important is that when you get to this point, you need to understand if you're going to skill Q or E.
Yeah.
Because you cannot gank now when you decided to skill Q.
Yeah.
So
I committed to the full clear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad to commit to the full clear, but you should be 100% sure you can't gank somewhere. And I think that in this game, it's bad, because in this game, you need to be able to run away from Olaf. You need to be able to gank the Galio at some point. And you're also looking to cover your bot lane, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's so much stuff going on here that I would need my E4 level 3. I'm not sure exactly how much more damage you get, so we can like look at this. But it is of course a spammable spell, so yeah, it makes sense. You're getting a lot from it. And then if you look at your E, yeah. So your Claire is for sure taking a hit. So it for sure feels bad. But
yeah, it would be like probably 5 to 10 seconds slower.
Yeah. It would for sure feel bad. But yeah, if Olaf is good now, he can double crab you. Because now he just takes bot crab right now. Just one-shots that shit right now. Kites it up to mid. And now runs through mid. So he's done with crab right now. And he runs through mid and he goes top crab.
What's the timer?
3:30.
He can do crab that fast? He can't like break the shield though.
Well, he's for sure done now and running through mid.
Yeah.
So the point is, you are not getting this anyways. But we do because of Cho'Gath.
I guess. Yeah.
So here we got Cho'Gath. That's why I say that top is the right decision. The issue is it's so awkward to run like this, right?
Yeah, it is awkward, but I mean, I just thought it was a necessary sacrifice versus Olaf. I did not want to fight him level 1 at red.
Yeah, but I think it's fine to fight him because you one-shot Raptors and get 2.
Yeah,
And you have
I
Ghost and
wasn't
Conquer.
thinking of that when I went for the start. I wasn't thinking of starting Raptors if he
Because
comes.
the issue is that
Yeah.
when you're starting topside, right?
Mhm.
When you're starting topside to avoid the Olaf, if he invades you, what do you do then when he's done your red and your Raptors?
Yeah, you have to split.
Yeah, so now you're splitting the
Yeah.
map. You have Cho'Gath
And
Malphite
then
here,
it's
and
bad.
your win condition in this game is Vayne.
Yeah.
Cho'Gath is not gonna carry. Malphite is not gonna carry, so you're not hurting Malphite by ganking him. Seraphine is not gonna carry. Galio is not gonna carry.
Me on this Vega V2
This game's about bot lane and jungle.
Mhm.
So you have to fight bot side. No matter what in this game.
Yeah.
You will have to be starting red and securing your bot side. You cannot accept a map split. So if that requires Seraphine to be here, you have to ping her and tell her. If that requires you to ward here and then stand here, and then if they invade, you go take Raptors to get level 2 and they go on your red and now you kill them. Whatever it takes, you have to fight it.
Mhm.
If it takes letting Vayne gets one-shotted so you can clean up, you have to think, but you cannot accept a map split in this game. If you have a top lane to play through, sure, it's not that bad to accept a map split. Make sure to make it a habit that when you don't have home guards, to just click on edge of base.
Oh, okay.
Because now you're like circling around in base, and you end up finishing your purchase here, right? So you're taking
Mhm.
another like 3 seconds for no reason.
Yeah.
It's good to take a look at top there, because it's very likely to be diveable soon, if Malphite got a little bit lower there. So I would take another look at Malphite here, because he was like half HP, no mana last time I saw him.
Mhm.
So they have an Olaf. It's very likely he will just start Drake now in 20 seconds. So usually what you can do versus Olaf is you can just gank at that timer, because he's usually going to be at Drake, so he's not going to counter gank.
Mhm. I thought he opted for another full clear, and I was expecting him
he
to
should
be
full
bot.
clear and then
Yeah.
end up
Yeah.
bot side. So like now the question is our bot lane getting ganked on this wave?
Mhm.
Because if they don't, they should never be able to die. There's a lot of attention lacking here in terms of looking at lanes.
Mhm.
What do you think is the goal here?
Well, I knew Olaf was there. There's no goal. This is just straight sprint. I just wanted to keep them safe.
Why? They are safe.
Well,
Like, look.
I didn't.
What did I say here?
If they don't die on that wave, then they shouldn't
Yeah.
die.
Like, because here your bot lane is like turbo flipping it. See?
Mhm.
So if they die now, then sucks. But if they don't die now, they should never be able to die, because what's gonna happen? They're gonna kill these minions, and then if they go and start hitting the plate, then yes, they are in danger. But assuming they are human, they kill this wave and they recall or they go for wards or something, right?
Mhm.
They also have a mid laner, Galio. Galio is just like TF. If you take a side lane fight and that fight lasts for more than 5 seconds, he's gonna be there, right?
Mhm.
You and Seraphine have pretty decent 2v2, by the way, especially when you have Conquer.
Yeah.
So the correct play here is that if you want to cover them, you should go in fog, right? And they're
Yeah, I
safe,
should be
by
near
the way.
the
They're like
tower.
hard
Yeah.
chilling. Your bot lane is really chilling. That's why you need to keep looking at them right now, to confirm that they are really chilling.
I feel like this is like really sprint.
Yes,
Right.
it's just troll for no reason.
Yeah.
We should be pinging away. We should not want to contest vision. We
Yeah.
know Olaf is bot side.
Yeah.
We know he started top side. We know that when we were starting our second clear, he was also starting his second clear.
Mhm.
We know that it's an Olaf and he would want Drake, and we also know that bot lane is win condition for both teams.
Yeah.
So if you want to cover bot lane here, then you should be in lane.
Mhm.
Okay, that's first thing.
Yeah, I should be
Like,
going through tower. Yeah.
If you want to recall here, for example, then you could go here into this bush and then start recalling. The issue is that Galio can still easily come here. So we shouldn't look for this.
Yeah.
If you want to look for anything right now, it's a mid gank. But even that would be useless, because why would we want to keep Galio in mid if we're not going to look to fight bots? The correct play here is just to recall. Why would you go for a fight?
Yeah, I don't think I wanted to. It just
So then
turned
why are
out
we
this way.
going for this?
I should have pinged away. I was trying to say Olaf is there.
Because
so
when
this
we
is my
go
mistake.
when we go for vision, we can't just expect enemy team to just like let us like go for vision, right?
Mhm.
That's not how it works. If I'm Olaf and I'm Rel and Samira and I have a Galio mid, I'm not gonna let the Vayne and Hecarim just go for vision. Right? The reason why Vayne goes for this pink is because she feels safe.
Yeah. I needed to be more firm with my pings. There.
Because like as a mid laner, this is like one of my biggest nightmares. It's when enemy mid is playing something like Galio or Twisted Fate and things like that. And then I see that my jungler is forcing a side lane play.
Mhm.
It's like the scariest thing that can happen.
Here's a classic move from me. I like sprinted down for Malphite. I even knew the shit was bad. I don't know why I did it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just bad because of that. It's also bad for another reason. You're going from base all the way down to the bot crab when you have Gromp and this spawning.
Yeah, I could have just taken topside.
Because what you need to realize is that if Olaf goes for this crab, like, so there's going to be a couple things that can happen. So here we're dead and we need to think, where do I go? Most common thing would be to go topside because your top camps are spawning. Only reason to ever go bot side here would be for Drake and bot crab, which is useless. There's no point to take bot crab if you have more gold topside. Now the thing is, sure, Olaf might take Drake here, but if he does, you can't contest it. Your teammates are in base and you have nothing. So if he kills the Drake while you're doing Gromp, what should your next move be?
Then I can take a topside.
Yeah, exactly. So then you got ahead.
Yeah.
And if you take your topside here, and he takes his topside, which means that you didn't get Drake Announcer, that means bot crab is up, so you'll just take it after your topside.
Yeah.
So everything is fine. Why would you spend 30 seconds running down to this?
I tunneled on Malphite.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if like Malphite is running away from you. This should be a common rule. When somebody's running away from you in League, you don't chase them.
Yeah.
Because now you're running into their team. Right? He's basically traveling double speed right now. Because he's traveling into his team. See? There's no
and they're
point.
all here. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously they're all here.
This is completely useless.
There's a reason why he's running there. Because Olaf is trolling running bot side.
Yeah.
So if you were here now, you took this and you see Olaf is doing Drake or bot crab, you could take his entire top side and you're an entire level above him entire game.
Yep.
And it's so good for the game. This is pretty good.
Yeah, this is just a compensation for me. I know he's still bot side, so I can take everything. So I skip my camps and go to his.
I think he would have recalled though, and he might come from topside here. So
Yeah,
Krugs
I'm
might be a
kiting
little
towards
bit
the.
greedy.
No, I don't go for Krugs because I want to
Yeah.
be. Well, I feel like taking 2 camps is enough, and I can just cycle my camps down now.
Yeah, I think it's enough here too, because he should recall and go to his topside. So I don't want to meet him and have to ult away.
Yeah.
So this is really good. You do this again. This is good. And now if he shows bot, I can take Herald and his Krugs and top turret.
Mhm.
It's good that you're applying red to both. Hashtag efficiency.
Yeah.
I would be pinging Cho'Gath. Yeah, exactly. Saying like that's like so fucking obvious. But that had to be pinged earlier. Right? Why is that pinged when he is like showing, right? Now Olaf's bot camps after you've done your bot camps here might actually be up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's resetting now. I'm gonna go for bot camps. So you could race car down to his bot camps here and take them before he's there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go for that play.
I would.
My bot's in base. But yeah,
Yeah, but
I just didn't see it. I don't know the timings that well.
yeah, but the thing is that like when he that's why I think jungle is such a cool role at the moment, because when he does something like this, he's giving up his farm timer.
Yeah.
Like securing your red buff, it's really useless. The respawn timer is so long that it doesn't matter. But here you have time to take it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But then
okay, if I went straight after Wraiths, it makes sense. That would
Yeah.
have time to get it.
But you still can go his jungle right now, just because you're so fast on your champ.
Mhm.
But if you take his bot side now, like he's really tilted, by the way.
Yeah.
Like he's insane.
He did that gank top because I took his stuff.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he is. There's no risk because one, you have ulti if they're like hacking, but you have sweeper, so there's no risk. And you create a gank opportunity for yourself afterwards, because if you're in their jungle and you're done taking this, you can now come from a flank in mid or a flank in bot. Would be much better. Yep, this is really good what you're doing here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say to do this. But yeah, this is like how you want to play this game, because there's nothing in terms of like, it's really hard for you to gank this game. Like top lane, there's like no way to kill Malphite. Mid lane, there's no way to kill. So only one you can actually kill is bot. Rel also has Locket right now.
I didn't go for those Raptors because I got spotted.
Doesn't
But
matter.
I should have just run for them. Yeah.
Yes. You can just
I got
kite them
scared
to
away.
your side.
Yeah.
I would take his camps first and then this.
Yeah, I do the opposite order. I take this and
I
then
would
I go
push
for the
mid-wave too.
Raptors. Yeah.
Because the opposite order is just bad. Because if you took Raptors first and then you do Herald, then you spawn Herald and do stuff, his Raptors and stuff will be back up. So you can just recycle like always his camps.
I troll here. I have 2 smites. I don't actually get the Raptors.
Lol.
He like cues them while I'm kiting them away. It's so sad.
Okay, they wasted Locket kinda. This is second Drake, no?
Yeah.
So why do you care?
I don't. I shouldn't.
Because I would go top crab here and look to spawn Herald. It's completely fine to give this. Just trade it for gold.
Yeah.
Right? Like you need to realize if you want this dragon, you had to recall here. Like not here. Here, right after this.
Yeah.
Now you need to base if you want Drake. Right? If you want your Kindle Gem and then Drake. Now it's too late.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because we shouldn't need this Drake. This Drake is whatever. You guys don't have Vayne ult, you don't have Leon ult. It's fine. You don't have Ghost. It's fine. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Just go take top crab and look to spawn Herald for gold. You have Seraphine ulti as well, so looking for a fight with Seraphine wouldn't be too bad. I don't know what build she's going. Maybe she has Moonstaff right now, but that's something to try to keep in mind. Like maybe she has Moonstone. Does she have Moonstone?
No, she's going Leanders.
Reporter, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how strong she is, but yeah, she's decently strong. But yeah, like right now you're like so clueless.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like so random. Because you could have done what you did here, but after you've done all of this.
Yeah.
But it's good adaptation, because you do it after you've inted. Because like, here you're all just hard trolling.
Yeah, but I should have passed top.
Yes.
Traded for something.
But
His
once you
camps
realize
up.
that you
There's
did
so many
troll,
things to do. Yeah.
when you realize that you did troll, this is good adaptation. Because the only reason why you're walking down now is because you see that she's inting.
Yeah.
Nice. Now we should just keep repeating what you just did. Like here, I would actually not take his top camps. So, what I mean is that if we look, see this?
Yeah.
Both ultis up, right? This
Then we
point, I
should
think you're really strong.
Mhm.
Like you are actually a champion now. So now I would stop going for his top camps because I have things to do bot. If I had nothing to do bot here, I would go his top camps. But here I think you should just puff full flare down to bot.
I saw him on my bot side, so.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You guys are strong enough to fight. I think it's troll. Your Vayne is your win condition. Here, like the other times I told you to do this, it's because you were too late on the plays, or we weren't able to do the plays because X, Y, and Z, right? For example, Vayne is in base, so we can't go bot, or Leona is dead, or Leona has no R, or you are useless, or Olaf is already there. In this case, yes, your bot side is gone, but you can't leave your bot lane alone here when enemy has all engaged tools available, and your teammates have their engaged tools available as well.
Okay.
Right? Like, what you're doing now is really fine for you. It's super good for you, and it's the best choice you can make for yourself. But I don't think that this game is for yourself. Right? Like, if we press tab here, see what I mean?
Yeah.
You're never going to close this gap. Right?
Yeah.
So doing what you're doing now is fine if Vayne is dead right now. Or if the play is already over. You know, like let's say you are on your wolves here and you see your bot lane got double kill. That's fine. But I would never trust my bot lane to not fight when they are ahead, when they have both ultis up. See? They're always going to fight like this. So it makes me really nervous that they're fighting now, knowing all of his bot side. Because it's very likely Olaf there could be there on this fight, and they would fight to the death. So in terms of winning this game, being top here is really bad. I would much rather now be done with wolves and find out my bot side is gone, and now I'm here, and then in case my bot lane is fighting, we can kill. And now if I'm here and I see that they win, I could go top side anyways. You can waste a lot more time at this stage of the game compared to early, because you're a lot faster, you clear faster, you're faster on the map. So you have a lot more free time. So using your free time to clear a mid ward instead of covering bot, I think is a bit troll. So this is good, because now you have nothing to do bot. You also kite them away from Olaf, which is really good. Hopefully we smite this time. No? Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was close.
I'm so fucking greedy.
I always smite if I have 2 smites.
Yeah.
Because here, if you smite your
It,
wolves, I'm fucking tilted.
no, I don't smite my wolves actually.
So then why not smite their raptors? You would have a smite.
Yeah, it's just a bad decision. I needed to smite there.
Now your
It's
bot
more
lane has
efficient.
ultis back up, so we need to make it down to bot.
I don't know why I did that. I should know that's gone by now. But yeah.
I mean, it's fine, you needed to go to bot, so I might as well check
Yeah.
it. Maybe he left a small one, you know?
Mhm.
I think that here you get really good information with the plant, but then you don't use it.
Mhm.
I don't know why you don't want to stand here right now.
Well, could you rewind that? I actually
Look.
didn't see what kind of information I got.
They have no wards.
Yeah, they have nothing. Yeah.
So why do you want to run this way?
I guess
You
I was
can-
trying to like collapse on her, but it's just bad. I could have pinched her trying to rotate.
But if she is... So you want to collapse on her, but if she goes here, and you're here, you can collapse on her anyways.
Yeah.
If she is here, you can collapse from here anyways.
Mhm.
The difference is that from being here, if she goes the safe way here, you can collapse on her too.
Mhm.
You can look for Galio, or you can look for people. Okay, this looks like a triple kill angle. What the fuck?
I zoned in on the
crazy.
950 gold charge.
You are
Yeah.
crazy. Well, we got it at least. Worth. Hashtag worth.
The coin flipped heads that time.
Yeah, what happened here? We just got pentakill randomly.
This was just a really good fight for us. I think we just hard won them at this stage.
Yeah, I mean
They're
we're-
sprinting into us. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphine ult is
Fucking
massive.
disgusting. Yeah. I hate that shit. Alright, here I kind of troll. Like I thought they were gonna finish Olaf.
One
you just
thing I've
walk
learned
straight.
from coaching Blabber is the Olaf is never dead until he's actually dead.
Oh.
The amount of times I've seen an Olaf be 50 HP now and just randomly get a quarter kill 1v4. Yeah. You never try to give the Olaf kill to anyone. You never try to let your team finish it off. You have to kill that guy. Olaf
Yeah.
is scary champion. Here you are a tempo murderer, so let's see if it's worth it. You're buying Sterox, right?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
Much less than that. It's like
You are
11.25.
you are so reported. You are so reported. Look, watch.
I have it. I have it here.
This is the most ideal time to recall. Because if you recall now, there's no way your team can int. You see?
Yeah.
Because enemy team is dead and they're running on the map and your team needs a reset. So I would go for mid-wave. Because otherwise I would lose this. Right? I would lose this farm for no reason basically. And then there's a top crab up. So I'd go top crab. Because I would lose that crab if I didn't take it. But then, now, why don't you base?
Oh, I just saw the camp, so I was like, I'll just take them here.
Okay, so then, now why don't you base?
Now isn't. I should base here. Yeah.
I mean, it's int every time, but you have reason, which is fine.
Mhm.
I think it's fine to take your camps there, because your teammates are safe.
Yeah.
You're just trolling here.
Mhm.
But my point is, you have to recall at some point.
Mhm.
The goal to get Sterox is fine. That's normal. That's okay. If you have Sterox in 1k gold, you should recall anyways. If you have Sterox in 200, 300, sure, you can greed and take some camps. If you have Sterox already, then you need to ask yourself the question, by recalling now, do I lose a lot? Yeah, I lose quite a bit for recalling right here, compared to recalling in 30 seconds. I will lose a mid wave, which is around 100 gold at this point here, this wave, and I will lose top crab. So I think the decision to staying right here is okay. I don't think that this is flip, because there could maximum be 1 or 2 people here. So we go for the crab. Then we see Olaf. So now if I recall, I might lose my top side. Another thing is that if I recall and then run top side, my team is in danger while I'm clearing anyways. So I might as well clear these now. So I think this is fine. I think we should be using W, but whatever. And then now I think we should spamping our team away and we should fucking base. Now you are really trolling. Going Krugs here is legit perma-bannable.
Why would you use W there?
Just for clearing.
I guess I just didn't think it did that much damage that it mattered.
I mean, there's nobody here, so it matters. Because here you're just like really trolling. This is like next level grief. Like, do you see what your teammates are doing here?
Yeah, they're looking for fights.
Yeah. Does that make you happy, knowing that you're in base?
No.
So I want to reduce that timer, because your teammates can fight here. Your teammates can fight here, 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 here. And if they fought in any of those moments, it would be complete disaster.
Yeah.
I would never ever have refillable potion in my inventory at 20 minutes.
Yeah, I need to just sell it for pinks. It's
pink
another
or ruby or just anything. Buy an amp tome for fun or dark seal for fun, I don't care, but don't have refillable in your inventory at 20 minutes. Unless you have Town Warp Tonic. You are a bit crazy. As Hecarim, I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to ult away. Like, this is so bad. It's like, just so troll. If they were good, I think they just accept that you lost ulti. You see? Malphite doesn't ult after you. They just accept that you ulted. Like here, if they're good, they just accept this. Now they just like leave and they try to force a fight.
Yeah.
So the question is like, why are you trying to protect tier 1 top? If you see that they commit on Cho'Gath here, don't you think your response should be to try to look for his bot jungle or a play with Vayne or a play with Seraphine?
Yeah.
Why would you go here away from Vayne to protect a tier 1 top turret? This turret is irrelevant and you know 2 people are here. So you could just fight in mid or fight this Galio or take his bot side and play away from 2 people of enemy team and be with your Vayne.
Yeah.
You will solo lose games doing things like this.
Here I clear my camps because there isn't that much coming up.
Yeah, they're dead. This is fine. This is the equivalent to, like, here, Cho'Gath taking another top wave.
Yeah.
So what you're doing here is you're just cleaning your dishes right now after eating. This is fine. It's normal. Now when Vayne is in base, we would ideally be in base too. So now is when we're starting to enter a dangerous area. Because now you are praying that Vayne doesn't int on this wave. Because you're going to base after this, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's really troll to sit and leash the camps for Seraphine when she could just do them herself. She's full AP. She can for sure do jungle camps. Yeah, it would slow her down, but I would rather have her be slowed in tempo and I'm already here now than me sitting there leashing her camps. Right? Your goal is to connect with this Vayne. You need to understand that this game, you lose if Vayne gets killed. Okay? It's the only way you
Mhm.
lose this game.
Mhm.
You don't lose this game because Seraphine was behind in items.
Yeah.
So what you're doing now is fine. Vayne cannot int right now. It's impossible. So when you see that Vayne recalls, you need to tell yourself, okay, I need to be on the map with Vayne. So you press B right now.
Yep.
If
Right now.
Seraphine wants to spend another 10 seconds to clear the jungle because you're not leashing her, that's fine.
Mhm.
Because at least then Vayne is missing one person instead of two.
Yeah.
Because you see this wave here on the minimap, when that wave comes to mid, Vayne has a choice to push it or to not push it. If she pushes it, she will get engaged on, and you have to be there.
Mhm.
If she doesn't push, now enemy gets pushed, and they can dive her. So it's not good.
Yeah.
If they threaten to dive, Vayne has to back off or contest it. If she backs off, you lose mid turret. Is losing mid turret worth
Leashing the camps? No.
leashing camps? No, it's not. Exactly. Is potentially losing the game and Vayne getting caught worth it? No, it's not. So just base here, buy stopwatch, buy Giant's Belt or whatever you want to buy. I don't care. But recall. Because you should be sprinting now with your E to mid lane.
Mhm.
And you guys should still be playing kind of safe and waiting for Seraphine. That's fine. But at least now, if enemy fights, you can help.
Mhm.
Now both you and Seraphine are praying. And if enemy team is good, they force the fight now because they see Seraphine in bots. So they should like turbo flip it. Enemy team. But since it's like NA, they don't even look at the minimap, so they don't even know that Seraphine was bot lane. They don't even know what's going on right now in the game.
Mhm.
They're probably like thinking Galio is gonna scale or something. Nice, Malphite. That was really well played by Malphite. Oh, I see an angle! Ah, Seraphine saw it too. Me and the Seraphine, we are on the same page. She saw the angle as well.
Yep.
Big one. You didn't exactly see it.
No.
Oh shit, Galio sees an angle. What the fuck is double lift on Vayne? Nice. Yeah, Spirit Usage is good this game. You have Seraphine.
Mhm.
You also have Locket on Leona. It's for
you
sure
can
good this
quote
game.
me on this. Vega V2 is human trash.
You also have Conquer, so that's nice with it. You don't have Vayne. You should be a bit careful here. So you need to make sure that you don't stand on top of Vayne, and you want to make sure that you stand in a position where if they go on Vayne, you can ult their backline.
Yeah.
You want to make sure the only ones that are on Vayne are Olaf and Malphite. Because the way the Hecarim works is you can't stop Olaf from hitting Vayne, obviously, right?
No.
Like, that's not a thing.
No.
So you need to make sure that, okay, I stand in a position where if they go on Vayne, I can keep everyone busy. So let's see if we do that. We clear vision. This is fine. Everything is good. We stand on top of everyone, which ideally we don't do, but it's kind of hard because they're choosing to stand on top of you. Because here for Malphite, I have a Quadra ulti right now.
Mhm.
This is super good ult by you. Because here, this is what we want to happen. Vayne gets all-in, but the enemies can't follow up in time.
Yeah.
So super good. We should easily be able to win this.
Yeah, let's just clean up from here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's easy. GG. GG nerds. Oh, they went left the game. Nice. We just left the game here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So, to summarize this game, I think most of the issues was when you just wasted tempo. Like, you could
Mhm.
easily have based and reduce the chances of Vayne inting. In this game, the Vayne played honestly really well. She didn't int, so that's great. But you need to understand that even though she didn't int, it's still a bad mistake from you because you will have people that will int at those timers,
Mhm.
and it will lose you games.
Yeah.
in terms of pathing, you had the right thing in mind. It's just that you will never achieve actually covering your bot lane by doing that path, because it's not like you're staying bot side, right?
Mhm.
When you want to path to somebody, the goal is to be able to stay there. With the path that you did, you're able to gank bot lane for like 10 seconds. If
Mhm.
nothing happens in these 10 seconds, you're going back to top. So it would be much better to path up to top and then recall, and now you're able to be bot for a long time. Right?
Yeah, that makes more.
In bot lane matchups, when they're playing versus stuff like Alistar and Leona and Rell and these kind of things, usually your bot lane will die at level 2 because they're boosted, or they will not die. So, and that's what happened. Enemy bot lane died at level 2, in which case you're never going to be there anyways. So yeah, I would have just started here, and then if I see on my ward that they invade, take Raptors, get level 2.
I just wasn't sure of the timing. Like I didn't think like the Raptors option just wasn't an option in my head. Like I don't know like if I can clear Raptors in time.
You
But
can,
Olaf
because
takes
you
that
just
red.
take the red, and then you see them on the ward, you leave the red to later reset, you get level 2, they start this, you are here when it's like 800 HP.
Okay.
And
So
you
if I
fight to
leash
defuse
it
them.
and then let it reset, then
Yes.
I'll buy more time. Yeah.
Yes. And you will
Okay.
win that every single time.
Okay.
Especially
That
with
makes way
Conqueror
more
Ghost.
sense. Mhm.
And then I think there's a couple times where you take his camps where it was good, and then there was the one time when I think it was bad because you had so much ways to force bot, and you also know that Olaf is bot. And at that point, Olaf is so ahead of you that there's no way you can catch up, and your bot lane is winning, and they're your win con. So you should just like accept the L and just make sure that your Vayne can't get caught.
Yeah.
Ideally, your Vayne gets killed there, and you get to see why it was really bad you go top, but you just have to trust me that she will die there, and you will lose game because you're taking top camps, and you will never win the game because you took top camps there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you have any questions?
Mainly like if I was to like bot review myself, what should I really be looking for? Like I don't know how to like get better like measurably. It's pretty hard. That's why I like play a lot.
I mean, so in League, in general, it's the same for everyone how to play the game, but some people are better at other things than others, right? Some people need
Yep.
more help with vision control, some people need more help with mental, some people need more help with game plans or staying focused. Others are just boosted, right? Like it depends on people, like person to person. Like if you look at, let's say, 10 of your games, you're gonna be able to see habits,
Yeah.
right? The most common habits people have is the way that they tend to view the game. Like some people are like, well, yeah, I need to always kill people, I need to have 10 kills every game or I will lose. Some people think that I need to always play free bot, otherwise my bot lane will rage quit and I will lose. Like people have different kinds of mindsets, but in the end you are a jungler, right? Your
Yeah.
job as a jungler is basically to just make sure that the game is controlled and that you're punishing bad laners and bad jungle pathings, basically.
Yeah.
I think that you have a decent understanding of punishing bad jungle pathing because you are aware of his respawn timers, which is good. But for example, the tempo thing, you're really, really griefing.
Okay.
Like hard griefing. And that will lose you a lot of games.
I'm sure it has.
And that is pretty easy thing to track and easy thing to learn, because it should feel very natural. Like you should be able to see, like while you're playing, oh, what the fuck, 3 of my teammates are recalling. If you're staying on the map, then you should have a really good reason.
Yeah.
Because
Otherwise,
if you look at your minimap and you see 3 of your teammates are in base and you're running around on the map doing things, most of the time you're griefing. Sometimes it's a good thing. Like I said, like maybe you need 200 gold, and if you get that 200 gold, you're gonna be like super faker. Sure, stay. That's fine. But if you don't need that 200 gold, you should probably just base. Okay?
yeah.
So I think you should hard focus on that. After that, I would say, of course, you can look at like things like clear. like with the Hecarim, I think you did a lot of things that is really good for your clear. Like you did Gromp and Blue at the same time. You did the W trick on Raptors to make them come to you faster. All these kind of things are really nice. I didn't really see any issues in terms of clearing. I think you did every small Hecarim trick that you could do, and you did it well. But like I said, like the planned puffing I think is really bad, because if Olaf is here to counter gank, we will lose it. The fight you did here was really disaster when Gali was 6. Right, that's just like not good. Olaf is better than you 1v1 at that point, and they have a mid laner that can just teleport down with ult. So that was like really crazy to go for, and you should 100% just take Krugs and then recall. If you want, you can recall here so that you're covering your bot. But we should not look to fight. And by walking here and clearing vision, you're looking to fight, because even if you're saying, I just want to clear vision, yeah, but if I'm enemy team, I'm not going to let somebody weaker than me clear my vision in front of me, right? So here, you're like teasing enemy team, and you're praying to God that they don't fight you. So, when you look at your games, you just want to make sure you know what you're bad at. So you've gotten a lot of things from like this session that you know that you're bad at, and you want to look at these things, you want to look for these things, and you want to try to figure out, well, what are the biggest habits, right, that I do? And you should attack those first. Like, if you see a mistake that you did once in 100 games, doesn't really matter that much, you know? But the ones that you do like every game, these are the ones you want to really tackle. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, by the way, what do you think of Stride Breaker on Hecarim? I really don't like Chemtank.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
2 friends that really like Hecarim. They're like Challenger Grandmaster, and they play it a lot. I know you can use it in your combo. I'm not exactly sure how exactly it works, because I don't play Hecarim, but I know you can use it in your combo somehow. So I guess you can practice tool that and fuck around with. I don't know.
What do you think are like the state of carry junglers? And if I were to learn tank junglers, do you know anyone I could watch?
Tank
Because I feel
junglers
like
are really
tank
cringe.
junglers are getting really strong right now.
Yeah, but they're so cringe.
I don't really like playing them, but I mean I can pick them up if
Every tank
they're
jungler is
best.
so boosted.
Oh.
You want to play Rammus and do free camps and then Q bot and then loop around Q bot and loop around. Q
No, I
bot,
was
and then
thinking more like Jarvan
and then do
like
the same thing. Snowball here, snowball here, snowball here. I had a Jarvan on my team yesterday. I played Fizz. The guy did red buff, gank mid. Blue buff Gromp, gank mid. Walk here, gank mid.
I
bot,
guess
gank here, go mid again.
Okay.
It's like so unskilled. Like, I think carry junglers are good. I think some have gotten really, really nerfed. I think Graves has gotten one of the biggest nerfs, I would say. The champ is still fine. Like, he can of course clear camps, but when they nerfed EXP and gold, they nerfed champs like Graves really hard and Olaf, because these champs use these stats so well, and it's the only thing that they do. The way you play Olaf and Graves is you try to get EXP and gold lead through camps. You don't gank often, because your ganks aren't that great. So that's why I think Hecarim is really good, because his ganks are actually not bad, and he clears really fast. So sure, he of course also, similar to Olaf and Graves, he lost EXP and gold from his clear, yes, but that's true to every jungler. The difference is that Hecarim will usually get some kills or assists in solo queue through ganks, so he gets it back from there. So that's why I think Hecarim is good.
Crab is like definitely like even more elevated right now, because it's like the only camp that didn't get hit.
The one camp didn't get nerfed, yes. So I don't think you should play champs like Sejuani and Zac in solo queue, because one, I think you don't learn as much from playing them. I think there are things that you will learn from playing them that you don't from carry junglers. Like, for example, you will learn how to be a tank for your team, like knowing how to escort your laners, how to control zones and areas better, how to maybe play Fog of War to make picks better. You will learn how to win games without actually needing to carry. And you might learn some cool gank routes. But it's really easy to win games with like Nunu. It's really easy. You just queue up at 4 a.m. and you just spam gank the biggest tilter, and you just win.
No, I just want to get better. I'm not really.
Yes, in terms of getting better, I don't think it's a good route, at least yet. Like,
Mhm.
you should be able to win 80% of your games in the elo you're at right now,
Mhm.
just through being the better player and playing a carry champ. And I think
Okay.
there's tons of carry champs you can play. You can play Kayn, you can play Hecarim, you can play Rengar, you can even play Nocturne. I don't think it's that bad of a champ.
Mhm.
So there's just so much. Just really depends what you like and what you're best at. Like, for example, you have 61% win rate on Kha'Zix, and I think Kha'Zix is not that great of a champ. I think
Mhm.
assassin junglers in general are not that good right now. But
Yeah,
that
I've
doesn't
just
mean anything because you are still winning on Kha'Zix, right? So,
yeah. What
but
do you think of?
broken.
Yeah, I like choking out the other jungler. That's like my favorite thing to do. So I
Yeah.
play champs that can do that. I feel like she's really good at that.
Yeah, she is. She's running around with Moby Boost level 3.
Mhm.
So, for sure. This champ is not good.
Which one? I can't see what you. Oh,
Lee Sin.
Lee Sin? Yeah. That was a tilt game.
That champ is really bad.
Yeah, I don't think Lee Sin is very good either. Neither is Elise. I used to play those a lot. Lee Sin,
I think Elise is way better than Lee Sin, but she's
Uh-huh.
not that great either. Issue with Lee Sin is just that he's so hard, and even if you do good on him, it's not even rewarding.
I've been trying to pick up Nidalee, but I don't know if it's like a time sink that I shouldn't focus on.
I mean, she's fun, and if you're really good at her, she can take over games.
Yeah.
But I think Lilia and Karthus are just better.
Mhm.
I think Kindred got hit very similar to Graves and Olaf, because this is another champion that usually wins games through counter jungling and camp lead.
Mhm. Kindred doesn't feel that good right now for me either.
Yeah.
I tried picking up Karthus. I play him on Smurfs.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hecarim is such a broken champ. Yesterday I got one-shotted by full tank Hecarim.
Okay, he
Actually,
just
one-shotted.
looks at you with the
He had
Chem
turbo,
tank and
turbo
feels-
chem tank 4 mail. I played Rice and I had Seeker's arm guard and he one-shotted me.
Yeah,
I was
it's
level
just,
13, he was level 11. It's really
you probably
fucking
have red
balanced.
smite. He just runs you down.
No, he had blue smite.
Oh shit, that's even worse.
I had face rush and he still killed me. I don't know. So-
Phase Rush doesn't matter versus Hecarim.
I
He'll
think
run you
Hecarim,
down.
Lilia, Udyr.
Udyr's permaban, so I just don't play him. There's no point.
Yeah, but
He's always-
Hecarim, Lilia, Udyr, and yeah, I think those are like the best junglers right now.
Yeah.
But your Kha'Zix win rate is really good, so you should still play Kha'Zix in games you think it's good. But lately it's not that good, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on a tilter. I dropped from like 160 LP.
Yeah, I mean, you will drop a lot more. It do be like that. Once I dropped from like 1k LP to like 400, and then I went from 400 up to 900 again. So sometimes it's just like that.
Yep. What do you think of Trundle? I bust him out as like a counter pick whenever
Yeah, I
someone
mean,
picks.
that's what he is. Trundle is
Yeah.
like a perfect
Yeah.
example of counterpick. It's the most useless champion in the game, but he can be good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they have a team comp that is like really immobile, and then they have some tanks, then yeah, Trundle is really good.
So you think my champ pool is fine for now, and I should just
Yeah.
focus on the issues we talked about?
Yes, these issues that I'm talking about is not related to champions.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's gonna be harder to fix if you play more champs. Because if you play more champs, then you're gonna be more confused about when you have enough for item and stuff. Like, when I'm first timing a champion, my tempo is often a lot worse than on champions I'm comfortable with, because I will wave clear slower because I don't know how to wave clear properly, and I will have to like calculate in shop my items because I don't know what fucking items I'm buying, right? Like if I'm playing champions I'm comfortable on, I know exactly how much X item combinations cost, so I know how much to stay for. But if I don't know exactly my items on my champion, right? Like let's say I'm playing Moonstone Lilia, right? Never bought Moonstone in my fucking life. So I'm like checking, well, how much does it cost and how much do I need? And you start wasting time. So
Yeah.
much better to have a nice champ pool and not just randomly playing 2 games of Lee Sin.
Yeah. Yeah. That's makes sense. That's definitely it.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, I don't really have other questions. Thank you.
All right.